Good day, everybody. Today, I wanted to talk to you about a specific scripture that came into my heart. Philippians 2:3-4. It's from the New American Standard Version, and it says, "Do nothing from selfishness or empty conceit, but with humility of mind, regard one another as more important than yourselves. And do not merely look out for your own personal interests, but also for the interests of others." Now, this scripture just kind of sums it up, doesn't it? Most of us can be very selfish and think only of ourselves, our own needs, interests, and everything and everyone else just kind of falls by the wayside. And we've created animosity, and we have jealousy among us, among enemies. It's kind of what today is like. Unfortunately, life right now is all about selfies and Instagram and I want it quick, I want it now, Facebook, TikTok, etc., etc. And as a people, we've become very self-absorbed and vain, truly fixated on self. But the Holy Scriptures states that we should be behaving otherwise, just as I read above. Now ask yourself, what would society be like if we truly thought about other people and their well-being and not making enemies? It would be amazing. So being humble and loving our neighbors as ourselves, not only is it a commandment, but it is the way to unity and love. Just a side note though, I noticed that the Bible version that I use for this video, it's from the New American Standard Bible, and I use this specific Bible for this verse so it will be a little easier for you guys to understand the message. So the verse in the New American Standard Bible and all other modern day versions says, "Do nothing from selfishness." But the King James Version says, "Let nothing be done through strife." Keep in mind that the King James Version was around before all the other new versions. Just saying. Now let's explore this for a moment. In the verse, the word strife that is used in the King James Version means disagreement between people, active hostility, and oppression. And the New American Standard says selfishness, which means self-absorbed. So, the meaning now of the verse in the King James Version has become a bit different than the verse in the modern Bibles. In the King James Version, it tells us to avoid disagreements and making enemies of anyone, which means strife. A meaning that, unfortunately, the modern day versions of the Bible seem to have left out. And the other modern version states not to be selfish. Check it out for yourselves. And as you can see, selfishness and strife is kind of different. And this is an important leave out. But I just really wanted you to see the difference in the words, because words do have meaning and can change the context of a verse. So be careful of the Bibles that you use. And honestly, we shouldn't be neither selfish or causing discord. But I digress. Back to the message. You see, life right now is all about selfies, as I said. And basically the message that Philippians 2:3-4 is saying that we shouldn't just consider only our lives, but we should look out for others and look out for bringing people together and not pulling each other apart. Not creating discord or making enemies. Because if you do that, we will be separated. But we want to look out for each other and be there for each other, because the whole will be better than the parts. So instead of ignoring each other, we should be unselfishly helping each other without hostility. I hope this verse and its message was meaningful to you and the information that I provided, and also opening up your eyes a little bit. I hope that you all apply this scripture in your own lives, just as Jesus wants us to. And again, the scripture is Philippians 2:3-4. And it says, "Do nothing from selfishness or empty conceit, but with humility of mind, regard one another as more important than yourselves. Do not merely look out for your own personal interests, but also for the interests of others." God bless you all, and have a wonderful and fruitful day.